How you doing, guys?
Good afternoon, folks. Happy August 1st.
We've been trying to do this, and we've been failing miserably for a few. We just tried to do this twice. Listen, if there's hesitations and stuff, I can't really do anything about it. I just have crappy equipment. It's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Some things will never change.
Okay, so listen, we're going to talk today a little bit about a guy named Ben Stiller. He's
a comedian.
Great comedic actor. I think he's very underused in his movies, even though he's the star. But I think they could let him go a little freer, and he would probably be a little bit better even.
He's a very funny guy.
Yeah,
extremely
comedian. Funny guy. He comes from funny parents, Stiller and Mira. They've acted together in things like King of the Hill.
King Queens.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. I don't even watch King of the Hill. I don't get it. Anyway.
Jerry Stiller was on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
George's father. Right,
and so was Ann Mira, I think, like made a guest star there or something. She might have been like one of the other parents, Elaine or somebody. I don't even know. Anyway, so Ben Stiller had a show on in the '90s, like late '80s, early '90s.
Early '90s, yeah.
It's called The Ben Stiller Show. It was only on for two seasons. Very excellent show.
Could have went longer too.
It should have.
They did like Andy Dick.
Yeah, they did stuff like Janine Garofalo, Bob Odenkirk.
Good comedians. They started out there.
I'm trying to think of who else. There's some other people.
This is where they started out, people.
Yeah, and you're gonna know. I can't think. He's an older guy's name. He plays a cop in every picture. But anyway, they were doing skits like cops in BC, cops before Christ. They were doing, and you got to see these skits. They're just hysterical. I'm gonna play one for you now. Okay, hopefully I'm gonna hope for no stuttering. I'm stuttering enough, but I can't say that it's not gonna stutter. So I ask you, just bear with me. I did smoke a joint just a minute ago. So, but that's not it. I feel bad that I'm doing this, that I'm making you guys watch this when I know it's gonna mess up a little bit. Just try to bear with me and watch it because it really is funny. I'm gonna
skit from like you ever see the movie. This is called A Few Good Scouts.
Yeah, and it's his version of parody of A Few Good Men.
Good movie.
I'm just letting it get ready.
If you didn't see the movie, see that movie, A Few Good Men.
All right, here we go. Let's see. It should catch up and get on in a second.
Have you ever been in charge of 12 young boys?
No, sir.
Have you ever rubbed two sticks together to make a fire?
No, sir.
Have you ever put your life in another boy's hands? Have you ever asked another boy to put his life in yours?
No, sir.
We follow orders, son. We follow orders or people's crafts turn out shoddy. It's that simple. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Crystal. I think we've established the clarity.
All those having business with this general court-martial stand forward and you shall be heard.
The facts of the matter are these. On midnight of September 6th, the accused entered the bunk side of their troop mate. While he was sleeping, they placed his right hand into a glass of warm water. He then woke up, wherein they proceeded to perpetrate the giving of a wedgie and then suspended him from a flagpole, whereupon they commenced taunting him and calling him Skid Mark Santiago. He then fainted, fell off the pole, and skinned his knee.
Listen up, Glory Boy. As den mother of this troop, let me tell you, if you insist upon handling this case in the same fast food, slick-ass, Persia Bazaar manner in which you seem to handle everything, then you're gonna wind up with one childproof, egg-eating, shrink-to-fit, three-legged...
and that is tragedy. But a Galwaji, because I had no code.
No code?
No. Code. I had no code. I ain't got no own.
What is it? Can you?
He had no cold in a menorah? Wait, what are you telling me? Scott Santiago was Jewish? Because I don't think so.
Cholesterol free. Rowan and Martin, open and shut. Johnny come lately, golden brown, hot and sour.
You want to investigate me? Roll the dice and take your chances. I eat breakfast every day with 12 angry fathers who think I'm secretly touching their sons. So don't think you're gonna come down here, flash a merit badge, and make me nervous.
Fat-inducing, Liposucted Bruce Willis sneered, Habsburg chin, thirst quenching.
Son, we live in a world that has pup tents, and those tents are held together with various knots that Scott must learn. The square knot, the granny knot, the shank, the hitch, the half hitch. Who's gonna tie those knots? You?
Your scouts follow orders or people get wedgied.
You want answers? You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. You want the truth?
I want the truth!
What do you want?
The truth!
When do you want it?
Now!
Give me a T.
T!
Give me an R.
R!
Give me a U.
U!
Give me a T.
T!
Give me an H.
H!
What's that spell?
The truth!
All right, you got it.
That's great. Thank you. No further questions.
In the heart of troop number A3-54, in a den mother's barracks, they're clearing a space on the mantle for a special guest named Oscar.
I think I got a pretty good shot here. I mean, this is it's pretty intense stuff. So yeah, it's
Hey, we're back. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's a few good scouts. I'm going to try to do Die Hard now. Okay, this
It's a little comedy show.
Yeah, this is Die Hard 12 because at this point I think we had Die Hard 4 we were up to or something.
Right.
And so this is
It's
him.
like 1992 now.
Yeah, it's a fantastic skit. After someone.
Tonight's show auditions. First up, Jay Leno.
Oh, actually, yeah, watch this. This is actually pretty good.
I can't believe you guys are making me do this. You know you're gonna give it to me. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Steven Seagal.
I don't like this curtain here.
Oh, come on, don't do this.
You know, it's a little, think maybe I could kick down the door or something?
William Shatner.
Man, was it hot in Burbank today.
How hot was it? Sinead O'Connor.
I don't want to tell a joke when there's so much suffering in the world. It's disgusting.
It was so hot.
Todd Bridges.
Hi, welcome to the Tonight Show. I'm Todd Bridges.
Next.
In fact, you fat American swine make me sick.
How sick are you?
You better pack it in, you tosser.
You know, I tell a joke. That's all I do. I tell jokes. You know, I don't do the tea time theater. I'm just, I tell jokes. I'll go home, friends. Did you read the paper today? I mean, this is what I do. It's pretty simple, really.
Spock. Spock.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
What will be forced to drink after the global environmental apocalypse? What do you know about suffering? Your whole life is frivolous and petty. You spend your whole day worrying about whether one of your tenants is gay.
It's just a part I play.
A part you chose to play, sir.
So, Norman, have you ever killed a guy or what?
Where is Johnny?
Johnny quit the show. I'm trying to get his job here, Norman. Help me out.
The job is open.
There's no host. The job is open.
All I can say is, good luck. Look, old man, if you won't step aside, I think somebody's got to take you out. Capiche? Let's go, right here, right now. Okay, but I'm warning you, I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Look at us! Is this what you want? You pitted us against each other, like animals in a cage. For what? A silly late-night talk show? Do you know what it is to feel? To love. I got it. They gave it to me. I got to show all that kissing up here. Off. Time to kiss up to Mr. J. Oh, yes, it's all mine.
Okay, I'm pulling this back in. All right, let me.
This plan is mine. I'm gonna get rid of Johnny's mug.
The man's very talented, huh?
Yeah, now let me pull up Die Hard. I just want to get us back to where we should be. Okay, now this is going to be Die Hard. bear with me. Just have a little patience. This one's actually probably the funniest of the three so far. Just bear with us. And I promise it'll be worth it.
It's Christmas Eve in LA, and New York cop John McClane is shopping with his wife.
California.
Everyone on the floor, march now! Attention shoppers! For the next 10 minutes, we will have a special offer. $2 million in Christmas coupons in exchange for your life. Das Vadania and Chapel.
What country is this guy from?
They're as brilliant as they are ruthless.
I want the Christmas coupon.
Beat me.
Bon appetit, Mr. Zippo. But he's very cunning. Find him!
Paper or plastic, you son of a...
They say lightning can't strike 12 times. But don't tell him.
Hey, fellas, gotta eat your greens!
Who the hell is this guy?
Who are you? You're very annoying.
I got news for you, pal. That's what the people pay to see.
Bruce Willis.
You just destroyed an entire deli section, mister!
What do you think I'm doing here? Comparison shopping, huh?
What does he think he's doing?
His job.
I'm in charge here! Scum check aisle 6.
He's alone. He's tired. The food is rotten. The bathroom is locked. And he's running out of one-liners.
Think, damn it, think. Sorry to pick on you guys. Yeah.
Get it? Too big.
Your coincidental appearance at every terrorist attack on Christmas Eve grows tiresome, Mr. Bad Boy.
Dabba dabba doo, dabba dibba dabba dibby dabba.
Shut up!
Come to the store, we'll go shopping, we'll get a Christmas turkey.
Wow.
Tell me he's not a good actor. Very good actor.
That's just crazy. Okay, now listen, Kerry, I need you to riff for a couple of seconds. I'm going to try to find something. Okay, so, because this
guy's a very good actor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now, these shows back in the late 80s, early 90s, come on. They don't beat them no more.
Nah, and you know...
There's not a show out there that beats these shows.
You know, what really gets me is they only gave him 2 seasons. I mean...
They could have won 5.
Easily. He's
I mean, look at the shows that were out there that went 5 and more.
He's so talented, and
right.
he had such a great ensemble with him. You know, he was like...
He's very talented, yeah. I mean, you try that. That ain't easy. Oh, that's funny.
This ain't easy. Let me
tell
you.
Very talented man. The comedy, people, is the best medicine.
This ain't easy.
Comedy,
okay. I'm gonna pull out.
There you go. You can't beat those are the 2 best medicines, right?
Let's see.
2 best medicines, man.
Comedy, there's nothing like it. But I highly recommend this show, honestly. It's probably...
You can't beat it.
Top 30 sitcoms ever made. And it got such little publicity around it. Most people don't even know it existed.
92. 34 years ago almost.
If I can pull up this other one, here we go, the Ben Stiller Show. I'm looking for... Hold on, I'll find this in 1 second. Because this is a really good one. Hold on, look them up. But meanwhile, you know mostly from like, what was that? The Watch. Remember The Watch? Did you see that movie? It was about aliens that come down and they take over a Walmart. Okay, so check this one out. This one's pretty interesting. Hang on, it's going to come up any second. There you go. Just dig this. This is cops during, I think, the Roman days or the Knights days or something. It's insane. It should have came up already. Let me see. Maybe I gotta pull this forward. Sometimes that helps. Wow, my equipment really, really sucks. And oh, here we go. Which one is this? I don't recognize. Oh, here we go.
Right now we're responding to a disturbing the peace call from over the next shire.
And we usually get a couple of these calls a night, mostly local kids, all hopped up on me, playing chicken on a jousting field, trying to impress some bait.
That ain't no jousting match. Come on, Johnny.
Cops in medieval times.
The drug. Don't worry, Felicia. I shall return thee to thy normal state. Drop the rifle, Dickie. Take the... Do it. What? I will put the bell on him. Oh. Put the hand behind your head. That's my wife. Shut up. What the pig? Shut up. Okay.
In a situation like this, we'll apprehend the suspect and then we'll impound the wine, run a check on it. Usually it turns out it's hot.
I had an argument with my wife, and I accidentally turned her into an ox.
Hey, listen, partner, I don't care what you eat. You can't be making all this noise.
That's right.
Oh, Felicia!
Hey!
My wife!
Hey!
That is my wife!
Hey, what did we just finish telling you, huh?
I...
Baby goes to sleep.
Where's my elixir?
All right, we just got a message about a domestic disturbance about 2 miles from here, so we're gonna go check it out.
You stay put, Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Whose apples are these? Are these magic apples?
Ah, will you look at this?
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I'm trying to pull this hard for the stuff! Oh, great, the cops are here! Good work!
Hey, shut up! You got about 100 people here waiting to pull the sword from the stone, all right? You had your shot at this thing, all right? Now, this is your kid here. Now, tell me something. Wait a minute. This is your daddy, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, your daddy's been drinking a little bit of mead. Uh-huh.
I have not been drinking.
Don't tell me you haven't been drinking. I smell it all over your breath.
It's my clothing. I spilled
All
some.
right. What's going on here? You pulling the sword?
Yes, I tried to pull the sword from the stone.
Oh, yeah?
And,
who's the lady here?
This, wench is, my wife. I'm very sorry to say.
Is that any way to be acting in front of your wife and kid? You're drunk.
Yeah. She filled it full of lies. Hey, she filled it full of lies. What am I supposed to do?
Get up.
I can't.
Get up. Hey, go ahead, give it a shot.
Go ahead, give it a shot. All right?
Yeah,
There you go. You got those things, the universe is not coming out, all right?
Okay. I just wanted one chance.
All right. Now.
You know, I mean...
I want to pull the sword from the stone. You can't even pull up your own
Let him
pants.
try. Come on, you see what she does?
All right. You want to pull this? Go ahead. Come
She's on his
All right.
back already.
You pick up the pieces.
On his back already.
Give it a try.
Behold, Excalibur.
I loosened it for him. I was saying he got it.
I knew there was something special about this boy.
All right, that's it, everybody. Show's over. Okay, you got your king. Swords been pulled from the stone. Let's go home now, all right? Everyone's got homes to go to. That's it, all right? Yeah, that's great. I busted my hump 11 years. Some kid pulls a stick out of a rock, becomes my boss. Hey, there's some coffee you got.
I got a touch of the plague that's going around.
Yeah, you know what's good for them? Leeches. Hurts like a mother, but it works, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are we? I don't know where we are, Kerry.
I don't know where I am, Larry.
Alright, let's get rid of this. And then
We're in New York. I know that. Here we are.
I can't get us back. Oh, here we are. I see us. Hey, there we are.
We're back.
I lost this. I'm sorry. I mean,
Now, is there a comedy back then?
yeah. And I mean, we're just, again, my equipment sucks, so you're not going to enjoy it as much as you would on something decent. But really, you should check it out. There's probably only about maybe 20 episodes of it, and it's hysterical from beginning to end. There's a couple in there like this.
This is comedy 31 years ago.
Yeah, and it's all clean, by the way. There's nothing. There's no cursing. There's no.
No.
It's all really just
All
clean
good,
comedy.
clean fun.
There's a couple of skits with this thing called Skank, which is like a puppet. I avoid those. Okay, when that comes up, I fast forward. But other than that, they're really phenomenal. Their ensemble was amazing. Andy Dick, in his time, if you go to news radio, his news radio performance was amazing.
Oh, that's another good
Absolutely
show.
amazing.
That's another
News
good
radio,
show.
if you haven't
Phil
seen that.
Hartman.
Yeah, Phil
God
Hartman.
rest his soul. Good
That,
man.
he actually,
Good comedian.
He actually died in the middle. He was killed in the middle of this show. This show was at its height. It was like number one. And Phil Hartman's wife killed himself.
Yeah.
They did a total, I think, of 5 or 6 seasons.
Right.
But the next few seasons they did with John Lovitz and somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
If you ever watch that show, watch it. It's a good show.
Oh, phenomenal.
Phil Hartman's a
Absolutely
120
phenomenal.
guy. God rest his soul.
It's I can't remember the guy's
Right,
Dave.
she shot him then herself.
Yeah, Dave.
Shame.
His name on the show is Dave Nelson. He's originally from some ensemble that was like a Canadian
That's a really good
version
show.
of Saturday Night Live, and I can't think of his name now. It is Dave.
Watch
Dave
the
something.
comedy back then compared to now. You'll see the difference.
Phenomenal. And Joe Rogan actually started in this, and there's the episode I would highly recommend is episode, funny enough, 420. Okay, so it's the 4th season, episode 20, but that's the name of it, 420. And Joe Rogan, what it is the owner of the company is throwing like a cigar smoker with like, a UFC battle at the end. And he has Joe Rogan go against Andy Dick. And you have to watch the show to understand the two characters. And it's just a hysterical premise. You'll love it.
And this show came out in the 80s, right? Radio.
I believe so. I believe it was late 80s.
Late 80s,
I
yeah.
wouldn't swear to it, but I would say yes. I believe that was the case.
Because he died in what, 90, right? Something like that.
Maybe 90. Maybe this came out in 87.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I didn't
sure,
know.
but
I didn't plan on going into this, so I just.
But really good
just
shows
off my
to
head.
watch. Really good, funny shows to watch.
Yeah.
You'll see the difference of the comedy today.
It's
with
huge.
The shows
It's
compared
huge.
to the comedy.
Today your comedy is baseless. Okay.
They usually
it's
rag on
just-
one person.
It's insults. That's
Right,
all it really
insults,
is.
right.
It's let's show how stupid. It's all about stupidity. You're stupid, so that's funny. That's really what it comes down to. There's no real comedy. It's not. It's
And usually they make
and
the
the other
man
thing,
very
I was
stupid.
gonna say, here's the order, and I don't mean to say this, but here's the order. It's gonna be the man, and then that's gonna be number one. So if it's just a woman and a man, the man's gonna be the idiot. You want an example? Camp Queens. If it's a multiracial situation, it's gonna be the white guy who's the idiot. Neighbors. Okay. If it's I mean, I could really go into this and continue it. It's absurd, really, because there's more to comedy than that. And if you watch some of the shows I'm suggesting,
right.
Like The Honeymooners is a great example. Okay, The Honeymooners was another one, and that actually started the idea of the man learning from the woman. Okay, but the difference was where it changed was with Married with Children. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Married with Children affected every relationship after its pilot season. All right, I'll tell you. Here's the reason why.
Good show.
The Honeymooners, when Alice was right, she wasn't a pain in the ass about it. She didn't have to make Ralph feel like the smallest thing on the face of the earth. When Married with Children came into effect, it was an all-out insult on everything. Now, as far as
Right, Al got the worst of it.
yeah, as far as what Al could say to Peggy, it was very limited. It was lazy. It was this. It was it wasn't really damaging, egotistically speaking.
Right, no, he didn't know.
What they would say to Al, like, I mean, they did a whole episode on Mr. Empty Pants. I mean, so, and that was a character that Peg came up with, and it became popular in like a newspaper. So that's kind of, after that, it really changed the dynamic
Where the men get insults.
between the insult factors. Okay,
Right.
so, and men became the
Target.
idiots.
Right,
And,
we became the target of the insults.
and it wasn't always like that, because there was a show out called My Two Dads. Which,
Oh, good show.
Right, which
Paul
starred,
Reiser?
right, exactly.
Yeah, I remember
and I
him.
forget Greg, somebody other.
Right,
Greg,
right, okay.
I don't remember his name, but he was in that BJ and the
Mhm.
Bear TV series.
Mhm.
So it really wasn't always like that. Then you had the other one, Blossom. Blossom was Ted Wass, that was his name, was the dad, and he was a single parent who took care of,
One
two
girl,
boys, and a
and a
girl.
girl, right.
So it wasn't always like that. You had Full House. Full House is great. Three guys
There's
taking
no
care
one,
of a
yes.
family.
Yes.
So, but once that dynamic of
Mm-hmm.
of Married with Children caught on, it just became
That's it.
like an easy way for comedies to create content. Insult the husband, insult the white neighbors, insult the, I'll defy you right now to show me one sitcom after 1985 that
Mhm.
insults a black neighbor. Just one. You want to even go to what's that one with Carl and Urkel? What's it called? Family
Matters.
Look at how stupid the sergeant, the police captain was.
Yes.
Look at how stupid the next door neighbor was, and coincidentally his name was Ed. Anyway, look at how stupid the next door neighbor was.
Yeah.
The guy that he had to dance on, the dance-a-thon against, which was Carmine from Laverne and Shirley.
Right.
And, he was
Family
an idiot.
Matters, right,
Any
right.
white guy that was on it, there was never a smart guy on there, a smart white guy on there. Yet every African American on there was the brightest person going. And they may have started out as a thug at some point. I'm not saying all of them did, but some of them did. All of a sudden they were, Goodwill Hunting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a
But
real.
like you said, all the comedy shows now, it's all insults.
Show me one where a white family comes off good. There's two there. I gave you two challenges. If you want to, put it in the comment. I'd love to hear it, I will watch what you tell me to watch. And I will, if I'm wrong, I will come back on here and tell you I am totally wrong. But I just need you to show me one where either come off good. That's it. Anyway.
And there's not many out there, so.
It's just a very easy way to make $1. Like you throw someone on who can insult, and you're pretty much done. In fact, to tell you the truth, as long as we're on this, I didn't want to go to this route. I just wanted this to be a fun one. But I'm going to get into comics now and why certain comics have advantages over other comics. And to tell you the truth, the first advantage that African American comics have over any other comic is the N-word. They can say that and people will laugh. They will laugh just because someone's saying something that's taboo.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, they
White
use the
comic
N-word.
can't do that. You can't do that.
No, because
So-
if we do that, we're racist.
Right. He's got to depend upon actually having something intelligent to say. Where the black comic can go, and it's a shame. I really like this joke. Chris Rock is one of the greatest comics ever.
Yes, he is.
And he goes, I went into Burger King, and I asked him how much the chicken fingers were, and he goes, they're 4 for $2. He goes, can I get one for 50 cents? And then he uses the N-word. And granted, the joke was funny, but the N-word threw it over the top and got everybody going crazy. So it's a real weird situation. When it comes to comedy, you should be able to say whatever you want. And in reality,
yeah,
you'd be surprised that a white person might be able to relate to a white comic saying that and learn something from it. Because when you say it from the African American point of view and a white person hears it, they might view it differently than if a white person had said it, and they might learn something by hearing it that way. A real quick story, okay? So my son was about 4 years old, okay, and we went to McDonald's, and while we were in McDonald's, there was four guys sitting next to us, and they were using the N-word continuously. My son was just learning vocabulary, and I turned around really nicely to him, and I asked him, I said, could you please not do that? And they started to get a little bit upset, and I said, you have to understand, my son's 4. He's just learning how to speak, and that's not what I want him taught. Okay? So, and they really understood it, and they apologized. I mean, they were really nice about it, and they apologized. I didn't walk over like a tough guy, go, hey, shut. I said it in a really nice way.
That's very nice.
They understood and they got it. And now, from that perspective, I think I had an impact on them because this mattered to me. So, but I had more of an impact on my son because I was able to allow him to hear it the way I want, or not hear it the way I want. Not hear it at that point,
right.
and
Where
to
we
teach him
want
later
it.
on. Because at that point, he wouldn't understand what was offensive about it. Which, in reality, to be perfectly blunt with you, I don't feel there's anything offensive about it. And the reason I don't is because I don't call people stuff in general. I don't call people assholes and this and that.
Dumbasses, all that. Yeah, we don't.
Sometimes I'll say someone, acts like one. And like, I might say, you're acting stupid, but I don't go, you're stupid.
Right.
It's like,
you're acting
a description is a different story. And I'm never going to go, you're acting like an Ed. You know what I'm saying? It's not something, it's not who I am. But anyway, I don't even know, I lost track. Oh, I'm talking about okay. So I think that's a huge drawback for, and it's primarily Caucasian, because I think a Spanish person could get away with it. And I just think like Chinese and a white guy might have an issue with it. I don't know. But anyway.
It seems like that when you see even commercials.
So it just kind of made comedy a little bit easier. And that's my, that's kind of, I guess, my pet
comedy
peeve.
from the 70s, 80s, mid-90s. No comedy like that today.
Somebody brought up one of Sam Kinnison's greatest jokes. Sam Kinison was a preacher before he was a comedian. His father was a preacher, and he was really good at it. And if you
That's why he yells.
Right. If you listen to his act, you'll hear the preaching in it. And but I also have to disclaim this with, he's one of the dirtiest comics ever. But he was talking about drunk driving, and coincidentally, he always drank and so forth. He died in a car accident while he was sober, and he was hit by another drunk driver.
Right.
Coincidentally, I mean,
who drove on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah, and it was out in the middle of the desert, so the odds were like astronomical that he would have been hit by anything. Anyway, so he said, he was talking about drunk driving, and he goes, what the F do you expect me to do? Get a bus pass? I just thought that was great. Anyway.
He was a good comedian, yeah.
And they would go, oh. Anyway.
See that movie Back to School?
That's him. That's right. Back to School. Yeah, he plays.
He's a teacher.
Right, exactly.
A nutty teacher.
Yeah. What's his name? Rodney goes. He really cares about. He cares. Like, he
really
cares a lot about what? I don't even know. Is
she right?
Is she right, Mr. Helper? Anyway,
very funny guy. We saw him.
Yeah, quite excellent. My goodness.
Which they call the Hulu Center, I think, but now it used to be called the Phil Forum back.
Wow. Anyway, so
around the corner from Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, but I think comedy should be just an open range. What do you listen? If you're gonna, I think if you're gonna be in the audience and offended, get out of the audience. Okay, they should be able to say whatever they want. Don't lay a hand on a comic. A comic is not
to make you laugh.
Well, you have to understand something. He's not telling you his beliefs. He's telling you an odd situation to make your funny bone tickle. Okay?
Right.
So, like, to give you an example, I was telling Kerry today that, like, I wanted to go and take a baby to, like, a job that's for a baby. So, exactly, to give you an example, like, okay, so let's say we look in the classifieds and we see an ad for, baby photographer wanted, right? Baby photographer wanted. So we take an actual baby there and we fill out the application as the baby. So the baby's name is, Joseph, whatever. So we write Joseph, and, work experience, none, only, 4 months old. You know what I mean?
Baby dope.
They were looking for a baby, or like a baby doctor. That's a really good one. Because it's really rare, to find a baby doctor, because it usually takes at least 10 years to be a medicine. So you got to be at least 10 years old. You know what I mean? Anyway, so this is just kind of like where comedy should be. It's just situational. I don't really believe that there should be a baby doctor. I don't really believe that there should be.
Just like sense of humor.
I don't really believe that there should be a baby taking pictures. First of all, they only see in black and white, so that's not going to be good anyway. But that's not where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to make you see a little comedy in a situation.
Right.
So next time you might be reading the classifieds and you'll see babysitter wanted. So it just may click in your head and you'll have a picture of a babysitter sitting for a baby. You know what I mean? It's just to try to make you see things a little different. And that's what comedy is.
That's right.
So if a comedian says something you don't like, it's okay. It's not really what he feels. It's what he could write. He has to create a content.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real. It's a skit. It's fake. Okay? You know, I don't know how else to tell you.
Today everybody takes you too personal.
Yeah, it's like you want to be offended. And if you want to be offended, there's a lot of places to go to be offended.
Sure.
But don't pick a comedy club.
No.
Because that's about fun. And you're just screwing it up for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to have laughter, right? And you know, let the comedians do their job.
Well, I hope you guys like that Ben Stiller, because that's some of my favorite shows.
There's some good shows.
He's got like 2 or 3 of my favorite, episodes of,
we just said,
all
there's
shows.
shows like out there today.
And I just showed you like the briefest bit on the worst technical shit I could give you.
You're
anyway,
not good on the technical.
yeah, I'll get there. I just, you know what it is? I don't really have a lot of time to learn, and what I have is really outdated, and I can't do anything about that until right now, to be perfectly blunt with you, I'm going through a lot of repairs and stuff on my house, and I mean, there's a lot. My car was just recently screwed up, so like I'm just going through a lot. If I wasn't doing that, I definitely would have put money into this. I just don't have.
Oh, we will. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it going.
Before we go, here's something we haven't done in a long time, and I want to get it out there. If you have a penny, a dime, a quarter, a nickel, $1, $5, $10. Send it to St. Jude. Send it to the Shriners. Send it to
Tunnel
for Towers, Wounded Warriors. Just
stuff like that. Our veterans.
These people. These are people who really do need your help. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
families.
Yeah, and they could use whatever you got. If you can't give them that, at least send the prayers.
And of course the kids. I mean, come on, they're our future. They smile.
Yeah, they deserve every shot at a
Look at their smile every day.
It's unbelievable. Like I look at these commercials, I swear, it makes me feel like I want to just punch myself in the face. I'm not even joking. I look at these kids, and I bet they're having a great day.
That's right.
And I look at them, and they're like, as happy as can be. I'm like, my gosh, how is it that anybody has the nerve to be upset about anything? Man, I don't know. I don't
either. That's really, what I say. You look at that, and you
give
complain.
Me a second, insight into my own situation.
To say I appreciate what we have.
Like, again, we're older, so we kind of feel bumps and bruises of life.
Oh, without a doubt,
but they're young, and they've got like some of the worst bumps and bruises
they have the
of life
bumps and bruises
that you can have. They're missing limbs. They're, they can't walk. They can't go
out and play like little children.
And yet they're like, they keep fighting. Not only are they fighting, they do it with a freaking smile. Send them some money, man.
Yeah.
Send them anything you got. Listen, anything you got that you can afford. You know what? Throw a quarter in a jar every 2 days or something over a month.
Pennies, nickels,
dimes.
dimes.
Just send them that.
They don't care.
It doesn't matter. Every little bit helps. Let's put it that way.
They do what? $11
really,
a month.
And if you can't do that, another way to go is if you want to try to maybe, I don't know anything about the volunteering facts or what they do, but maybe you could volunteer a little bit of time, or maybe you could do something administratively speaking at home. I don't know. But anyway.
When you look at that, you take a look at yourself and you say, wow, I am really blessed because, I appreciate what we have, because these kids can't even go out and play.
I mean,
all right, so every little bit helps.
That little kid Alex drives me nuts.
Yeah,
man.
Right. Every little one helps.
And that Caleb kid, he's the cutest thing I've ever seen, man. I swear to God.
Right, and always remember, keep
And I'm not talking about by that. I don't mean his size. I mean his attitude.
His attitude, his face.
Right down to the bow tie. I mean, the bow tie is just amazing.
He's got the bow. I got a bow tie.
He looks like a little businessman. Anyway.
He's adorable.
I really hope that
he's adorable.
I hope that something I said might have pushed a little bit to go and send something to them.
And always remember, you keep the comment. Like I said, keep the comment and exercise too. Like, see here, I exercise. I walk 5 miles a day.
Yep.
That's the name of my dog.
Yep. There you go. Good one.
See?
Good one. Yeah,
That's comedy for you.
Yeah, my vet told me to walk my dog, so I called him from Carolina 4 days later. I was like, am I done? Anyway, all right, guys.
There you go, folks. Enjoy your Tuesday.
Have a comedic day, and we're out.